You walk into the grocery store and the shelves look a little light. There's less meat, there's fewer eggs, prices are way up, and somehow it all feels intentional. If you felt that lately, you're not imagining things, because across the world, and yes, even here in America, control over the food supply is tightening. And what just happened in the Netherlands, that's not just a European story, it's a warning. Just days ago, the Dutch government announced they're pushing back their nitrogen emissions target from 2030 to 2035, defying their own courts and possibly even EU law. They say it's to give farmers more time to adapt, but what it really does is entrench a fight that's been building for years between government mandates and the people who actually grow our food. The plan includes billions of taxpayer-funded buyouts to get livestock farmers to shut down, scale back, or move elsewhere. This is the government literally paying farmers to stop farming. And environmental groups, they're already threatening more lawsuits because the delay may violate both Dutch court rulings and European law. You might be thinking, that's Europe, why should I care? Well, because the same pattern is showing up right up here at home, in California, in Canada, and in quiet legislation all across the United States. Climate-based restrictions, land use crackdowns, and corporate buyouts of productive farmland. It's already happening. Let's talk about who's buying this land. Bill Gates now owns more farmland in America, over 275,000 acres across 18 states. BlackRock and other big firms are doing the same thing. This isn't just investing. This is consolidating control over what you eat and therefore having control over you. And when food becomes centralized, it becomes easier to control, not just the food, but all of the people. This is being done not just by companies, but by regulators too. And that brings us to traceability. You've probably heard about the food traceability laws. The FDA's new rule, delayed until 2028, will require digital tracking of food from farm to table. Sounds helpful, right? But here's the problem. Small farmers can't keep up with the tech, the costs, or their bureaucracy. But the big players can. So once again, the local farmer, the people who can grow real food, get pushed out, while huge corporate systems grow even stronger. Meanwhile, the war on traditional food is picking up speed. Lab-grown meat is being fast-tracked for approval. Synthetic food is being sold as a solution to climate change. But ask yourself, does that even sound right? And who really benefits? Is that really helping the real ranchers and the real farms? Or is that helping biotech firms with patents and billions of dollars? Now, I'm not telling you to panic, I'm telling you to prepare. And it starts with a few small steps. Support your local farmers. Shop at farmers markets. Know where your food comes from. The second thing, grow something. Even if it's just herbs or tomatoes or something you can do in your kitchen in a small pot. Start there. Thirdly, learn how food policy is changing because it affects your choices whether you know it or not. And talk about this. Share it with your friends and your family. The more people who understand what's happening, the harder it's going to be for them to implement this agenda and then take the control of the food supply quietly away from us. Here's the truth. Food is power, and right now, that power is being centralized. This isn't an accident. This is by design. The only antidote is local, personal, and community-based actions. Not someday, start doing it now. Because when you take control over your food just a little bit, you have more control over your future. And that's why you're here. Not just to stay informed, but to stay free. This is the Prepared American, keeping you one step ahead so you have a plan when chaos strikes. I don't like it any more than you do, but things are changing on a daily basis. So click the link below for the latest news to keep you one step ahead.